I heard a statement years ago that ignited a fire in my heart. I immediately wrote it down, and since then, I've kept it where I can see it daily as a reminder of how I want to impact the world. It says, I want to create a world no one knew existed and can't live without. What sparked in my heart when I heard it was a deep desire that God wired in me as my life purpose. I want to create a sacred space, a place in nature, a sanctuary where animals and people come to heal and thrive. I want to build a haven where men, women, and children, where families, couples, and teens even, come heal their emotional wounds and transform their hearts, their minds, their relationships, in every area of their lives, including their business and their ability to lead and live. In one place would be offered counseling services of all types, coaching services, life, executive, business coaching, and counseling seminars, workshops, half day, full day, and multiple day retreats, marriage, leadership, vision for women, for men, etc. A place where people can come just to get away from the noise of the world, where they can gain clarity, center themselves, play, learn, and practice spiritual disciplines, and most of all, experience the presence of the Lord in a real and personal way. It would all happen in a peaceful, natural, nurturing setting that fosters authentic connection and community. And for years now, I've asked God for clarity of vision for this sanctuary and for resources, partners, land, investors, in addition to His guidance, His wisdom, and favor in creating it. I recognize that this dream is way bigger than me and that it would take a team. And He's shown me pieces of His plan, but many of the details still only He knows. My passion to build and manage a place such as this that facilitates helping people and animals thrive in a life of freedom and fullness, it burns inside of me every day. I wake up and I go to bed thinking about it. I've surrendered my dream to God, and if He wants to create it through me, I'm willing and I'm ready. But it's such a big dream that doubt knocks on my door. It knocks on the door of my mind many, many days. And at times, I get disappointed and discouraged as I don't see it manifesting in my timing or in my way. And I fix my eyes on the evidence around me and it doesn't look like it's happening. But each time this happens, I feel sad, or maybe I cry, or even sometimes tantrum for a little bit. But then I surrender the vision again to Him, and I ask for His wisdom and His provision in the timing and the details. I've been in that discouraged place lately again, and I've been crying out to Him, why, Lord, would You put this in my heart for so long and not bring it to fruition? I know that my heart's in the right place, and my motive is to help people and animals heal and thrive. And oh, how we need to be free and have less stress and joy in our lives, and more joy. But why wouldn't God want to build a place like that? And then sometimes comparison sets in and robs me of more hope as it appears that God is bringing other people's dreams to fruition and not mine. And that makes things worse. And recently it felt unbearable. And my pain and my desperation came pouring out. And it was messy and it was ugly for a little while. But as I relinquished it to Him yet again, I felt a relinquishing inside, a letting go. And with that came a feeling of relief from the pressure that had been building up. And I simply said to God in my quiet time, Lord, I offer myself to You, however You want to use me in my life. And I choose to trust You with my heart and my story. I know that Your plans are good. Teach me to love Your people well. And as I said that, I felt a peace inside. I didn't hear anything more from him at that time. But the next morning, during my first coaching session with a client, I experienced a breakthrough. He's a relatively new client. He's smart, he's kind, he's engaging, and very enjoyable, much like all of my clients. They're highly functioning, they're successful, and this client's life on paper looks amazing. And he has a thriving business too. But that morning, there was pain in his eyes. And he says, as he sat down and he began to share, tears poured out. And he said, I have a great life. I'm very grateful for it. But I've been numbing my pain inside for as long as I can remember with one substance or one distraction after another. And a lot of times work. I've always felt like I had to be everything everybody else needed me to be. And it's exhausting. I haven't done very well. And I feel like it's never enough. And in the process, I've lost me. And my dream has become my worst nightmare. I feel tired, I feel lost and diminished. He shared more details about how that had played out in his life and how he's currently struggling with the bondage of performance and people pleasing that so many of us do. I know I have. And after several minutes of processing that with him, he shifted and he said, yet since I've started this healing process with you, this coaching process, over the last couple of weeks, I've still felt a little bit of sadness and uncomfortableness while working through some of the hard stuff. But I had avoided that for years. But I'd also, in moments, have felt moments of empowerment like never before. And these moments have been distinct and they felt right. And I've never felt anything quite like it. And it's in those moments that I've finally felt happy and good enough and hopeful. And I've been able to fully be present with myself and in my life. And I felt okay. And it was better than any substance or distraction that could have ever made me feel or has ever made me feel. And all I can say is that I'm starting to feel more fully alive and that the Lord has given me a snapshot of His love and what He has for me in the future. And I can't wait to see all that's ahead. And I'm realizing that I no longer have to use things to numb my pain or avoid my presence, and that freedom that I've never experienced, I now have. And it's the best feeling in the world, and I want more of it. Oh, my heart when I heard him. And as I listened to him, my heart felt that familiar warm glow that I felt hundreds of times in sessions when clients get a taste of breakthrough freedom. And that feeling to me is better than any other feeling in the world. And there is nothing more rewarding than to see someone's deep pain and weariness begin to heal and transform into hope, passion, and freedom. But that day was even a little more sentimental, because in addition to feeling the exhilaration of seeing this precious man experience breakthrough healing, hope, and freedom, and even joy, and feeling honored and grateful to be a part of such a powerful life change, I also felt a sense of hope and freedom of my own that I hadn't felt in weeks. God's presence was evident in that room, and I heard His voice in my spirit, and He said, Con, this is what I created you for. I gave you the gift to see people, to see their pain, their struggle. I gave you a warrior's heart to battle against the darkness in the world, to help my people heal, to be set free from bondage so they can live victoriously in their true identity, their purpose, and their destiny. And I put the dream in your heart for that bigger vision for a sanctuary, and it is coming. But this safe haven you create every day right here in this little office where people feel seen, known, and loved, where you hold space for them to share their heart and their struggle, this already is a sanctuary. It's my sanctuary. And you are a vessel for their healing. Immediately, I began feeling a welling up of love and gratitude for the gift of my calling. Though the greater vision and the way that I foresee counseling, coaching, and teaching people on a larger scale how to thrive in a life of freedom and fullness is not yet fulfilled. It's coming, but it's not yet fulfilled. I can trust that God is faithful to do more than I can think, dream, or imagine. And until then, I will be faithful to serve Him and to shepherd the hearts of my beloved clients in this comfy little haven of an office that He named the sanctuary. Thank you, God. There is no greater gift to my heart. And I trust you with the more in your timing. And I will be faithful in this space, in this season, to love people when they can't yet love themselves, and to reflect to them the beauty of your heart so that they can live in a world that they never knew existed. And now they can't live without.